Hi everybody, it's Joe Chaffee on this Father's Day morning. Hope you're having a great day. Happy Father's Day. I'm in a different spot, and sorry about the glare in the background, but you know, it's these northeastern Pennsylvania homes that do this. I'm here at my uncle's place, and he's making eggs, right? You want to come say hi? You can make it. Just that little box over there. That's my Uncle Alfred.
Hi. Good to see you.
It's hard to...
Happy Father's Day. No?
Yeah, that's fine. We're not camera shy, us Chaffies.
No.
All right. Anyhow, I'm going to cut two videos today. I'm going to keep them separate because we got a lot going on. This one is going to focus on the tropics with the two tropical systems that we have in play. And we have a very interesting severe weather threat setting up for the northern mid-Atlantic, northeastward up to northern New England on Monday. So I'll do that separately a little bit later on today. So this one we're going to focus on our tropical system, and I've just kind of put up the GFS model here for this morning from the last model cycle, and we'll run just through it real quick. And you know, the model does develop a closed surface low here overnight, and then extends it up northwestward into the Gulf of Mexico. It looks like it wants to develop it into a tropical depression or a tropical storm. And in the meantime, if you look down here east of the Windward Islands, you have this wave that's approaching there and moving westward. And that also, on this model at least, it develops it into a tropical storm and carries it over the Windward Islands on Monday night, Tuesday morning into the Eastern Caribbean. So we'll see if that system winds up developing. That, I think, has the probably a slightly less chance of developing than the one in the Caribbean, just given the situation of the time of year. So I'm going to give you a couple of different satellite views this morning. This one, actually, you can see both systems together. This is the broad area of low pressure in the central and northwest Caribbean, and some of the clouds now extending up into the Florida Straits. And this here is the wave that's moving westward in the tropical Atlantic. It is very unusual to see a system this well developed and this far south this time of year. I mean, it's still straddling along 5 or 6 degrees north, which is amazingly far south. Any further south, it'll be near the equator, and it'll lose the natural Coriolis force that likes to spin things up, and it would just fall apart on its own, but still seems to be holding together. And here is, let me see, freshen this one up. This is the floater image. So, okay, here's 5 north. It's actually gotten a little bit further north than that. It looks like it's sitting more along 6 or 7 north and moving westward. And it's a nice looking little wave. There's still no sign of a low level circulation developing here. Now, further west, we'll take a look at this is our Caribbean system, broad area of low pressure that's forming quite a bit of convection, and these systems are typically slow to develop. It takes a lot of time for the low-level centers to form. They oftentimes, when they do, the centers are pretty broad, and it takes some time for them to tighten up, and you start to get that core of convection and strong winds near the circulation center. Now, with respect to where this is going, all three major global models have kind of shifted a bit. The GFS and the Canadian have come a little bit further to the west. The European has actually come a little bit further to the northeast. It takes a it closes off a surface low here by tomorrow night in the central Gulf, moves it northwestward and then westward. Look, and it seems to want to take it in along the south coast of Texas, around Corpus Christi, perhaps down to Brownsville as a tropical storm, and then turning it north and northeast, and it just kind of gets absorbed from there. The Canadian model, which has been trying to make a case for the Florida Panhandle, has now come back a little further west, and looks like it straddles it just south of Louisiana before it brings it into southwestern Louisiana as a tropical storm. And the GFS, as we look at this one, the GFS is weaker and actually is further east of all the models. So I'm sorry, just having trouble loading. There we go. And you can see there's the surface low with this. It moves it more into the northeastern Gulf to the Florida Panhandle. So you've got this range here in terms of where to expect something to landfall, somewhere in here from the furthest west GFS to the furthest west European to the furthest east on the GFS. But just to add a little confusion to this, I'm going to show you the hurricane models, and we'll take a look. And by the way, if you go to tropicaltidbits.com and click on current storms, you'll have, this is a really great resource to see all the maps you'd like, from satellites to the models themselves. And these are what we call the spaghetti plots, and I'm sure you've seen these along the way. You can see how the ranges of these are specific hurricane models. The furthest west, I'm not sure what the UKXI actually means, what that acronym means, but this kind of looks like the Europeans track. And then you have these other weather models. They seem to be concentrated from the central Louisiana coast of the Florida Panhandle, but you can see the wide variation of these different models as they bring this weather system to the coastline somewhere. And we also can look at the intensity plots of some of these models, and you'll notice, by the way, that it looks like half of these models keep the system below tropical storm strength, and only and maybe more than half keep it below tropical storm strength, and the others do take it up. None of them strengthen it to hurricane strength. So at worst case scenario with this system, it looks like it would be tropical storm strength at some point. So we're going to just kind of see where the models take us with this later today. You know, with these broad areas of low pressure, they just take time, and I'm loading a very tight floater satellite loop to finish this video off. And we don't see any turning yet, and that maybe with a few more visible pictures we can get a better clue. So I would say that at least through the daytime today, it's probably not likely that a tropical depression would form, but maybe later tonight or on Monday, a better chance of that happening. All right, so we'll finish it off here. Have a great day and enjoy your Father's Day, and we'll have another video up later today with regards to the severe weather threat and the flash flood threat for the northern mid-Atlantic and the Northeast come later on Monday.